If you want to scale your business and have freedom in 2026, I highly recommend that you don't do sales calls and instead you're doing DM closing where you get clients coming to you and then you're able to take them to a 3-step process from connecting, collecting, to closing and onboarding them without doing calls. I've done this hundreds of times. I made over 7 figures selling services, both services, coaching and consulting in DMs without doing sales calls. And in this video, I'm going to break down 30 different ways that you could get clients. I'm going to rank them 1 to 10, worst to best, and then exactly what to do first, what to do second, what to do third, when you want to go from 0 to 2 to 4 clients per month. And then after that, I'm going to show you how to scale to 10 plus clients per month, still without doing sales calls. But there's 3 more levers that you can pull to go faster and accelerate so you get more clients without having to be the bottleneck where you're scaling into stress and scaling into a business that you don't want. So I don't want that for you. I want you to have a business that you can enjoy, but still be able to grow, to make more, so you can have more control, more freedom in your life. And that all of that is possible because of DM closing. So without further ado, I'm going to show you a coaching call I just did where I broke all of this down. You don't have to pay for it. Just sit back, relax, enjoy, take notes, and let's dive in. DM closing. Who's already closing clients in DMs? I'm curious. If you could let me know in the chat. Just put a 1 if you've ever closed any clients in DMs. And put a number 2 if it's something you want to learn more about. It's something you want to master going into 2026. Because it's one of the most powerful skills that you can have. Not just because it saves you like 20 hours a week, not having to jump on calls, but also gives you a lot of like creative freedom. I call it calendar freedom, but it gives you more creative freedom. It gives you that mental like peace, not knowing that, or knowing that you don't have to jump on calls, meaning you can work on a funnel, you can work on a project, you can create content, you can work on your own products. Maybe you want to have your own digital products, your own funnels, maybe your ads, your content driving traffic to your own offers, creating a community, creating a YouTube channel, maybe short form videos, emails, whatever you want to work on. Having an empty calendar allows you to wake up and decide, today I'm going to work on creating stuff that helps people that I find to be interesting. So imagine getting paid to create stuff that you love just thinking about. You think about this topic all the time, like maybe it's business, maybe it's psychology, marketing, content, funnels. You already think about all the time and you're already learning new stuff all the time. So imagine getting paid from just learning, sharing what you're learning, implementing it, and then synthesizing the information into products that people get value from. Could be trainings, but it could also be resources that you create that save people a lot of time. So it could be an AI GPT, a template, a script, a framework of some sort that people get a lot of value from. Let me share my screen here. 1, Alyssa, I've closed a client in DMs. Paul wants to learn more. Newton wants to learn more. Awesome, awesome. All right, we'll go into the Fig Jam here. This is new. I don't know if I want to give you this now or if we should do it in the 2-day event. Should we do it now? Do you want this now, or do you want this to be covered specifically on the 2-day event? If you don't know, we're going to do a 2-day event for all of you in Funnels University in December. It'll probably be 15th and 16th of December. Right now, I mentioned it's going to be 17th and 18th, but my daughter has her Christmas party in school, end of year Christmas party. So obviously, as a good dad, I'm going to be there for my kids, and we're going to do the event Monday, Tuesday instead of Wednesday, Thursday. So it'll be a fun 2-day event. We'll do 2 hours on Monday, 2 hours on Tuesday, and I'm going to cover all things funnels, conversions, conversion rate optimization, ascension rate optimization, offer creation, copywriting, all that. And then also day 2, I'm going to cover getting clients in 2026, the 3 by 3 by 3 system to getting clients and closing them in DM. So we have to talk a little bit about the DM process. A lot of you already know my DM closing system because you have these, right? So these are the client closing scripts, the exact messaging frameworks. This is 43 pages of gold for closing clients in DMs. I'm working on these right here. So I'm updating the DM closing scripts for coaches and consultants. I'm adding that to the members area as well. But a lot of you already know kind of the 3-step system for actually closing clients. We'll go deeper. There's more examples, more deals that I've done that I can share. But I also want to show you how to get them, how to find more clients. Who here wants to learn how to find more clients, right? Because you have the scripts, but now you need more leads. Type a 1 in the chat if that's something you're interested in. Because not all opportunities are equally as valuable, meaning there's a lot of ways you could find leads and can find them. One would be walking into stores, right? Does that mean that it's as efficient as some of the other ones? No, right? And so that's what we're going to cover. And I want to rank all these client getting systems and methods so that you know what to focus on. All right, so the best client getting systems for 2026. There's 5 ways to get clients, but within these 5, I guess you could call them categories, there's over 30 strategies to getting clients. I remember many years ago, I created a PDF called the 25 ways to getting clients. Anyone remember that? We should bring that back. I'm gonna find it real quick because 25 ways to getting clients was one of the best ebooks I've created. Here it is, 25 ways. It's Canva is down because of Cloudflare. Half the internet is down. I'm happy that Zoom is working. But 25 ways to getting clients is a PDF. There we go. Now it's working for some reason. You can see it's limited offer post, the audit, outreach, template giveaway, 2-step content flywheel, leverage community post, YouTube lead gen tutorials, like very specific, like here's what to do, here's why it works, here's what you like. These are kind of like campaigns. If you're thinking about getting clients as campaigns, then it's a set of activities that you do in a repeatable fashion until you get a specific outcome, meaning you create YouTube videos until people start reaching out to you and wanting to work with you. You then close the deal in DMs and send an invoice. But a lot of these are just a little bit overwhelming because they're not ranked. I'm not saying specifically do this, don't do this, start with this, right? So these are just like giving you ideas. But now I want to rank all of these so that you understand the difference between them and the weight of importance from all of them. So let's zoom in a little bit. Now you can hopefully see it. All right, the first one is prospecting, meaning the first of the 5 ways to getting clients is prospecting. And within prospecting, we have cold calling, we have cold emailing, we have direct messaging on social media, so outreach on social media, walking into physical stores, physical mail, right? Door knocking. And so let's look at all of these different ways within prospecting. So you can see kind of how I rank them. So cold calling, who's ever cold called anyone before? I'm curious to know because I used to cold call in one of my first businesses. We were selling like a marketplace for local businesses with a loyalty card. So let me see if I find it. It would be so much fun if I find it. And it was free for local businesses. There you go. See that? Hey, who's that? I don't know if I've aged. I look like 12 years old here. See how, anyways, if I designed this card right now, it would look a little bit differently. It's called, in English, it would be like local discount or loyalty. So it's kind of like if you support local businesses, you get a discount of 10% of all your purchases. So we would get 100 people joining this marketplace or directory, I guess. And people would pay us, I think it was $49 for a year. And then you could walk into all these businesses and you could get 10% off. So you buy the card for $49 per year, and then if you just buy something in the store for 490 euros or dollars, you get 10% off, which means you already saved 49. And so it would be like a win-win. You support local businesses, you get paid for it, or you save money. So basically you get paid for using the card. So I would cold call these businesses. I'm like, hey, my name is Gusten. I'm with this company. We've created this card. I actually bought this company, right? I didn't have much money, but I bought this company for $2,000. So me and my friend, we split it 1,000 and 1,000. We acquired a company. We're serial entrepreneurs at the time. And I would cold call these businesses locally. I'm like, hey, we want more people to support you. Do you want to be a part of this? All you got to do is you got to give people 10% discount when using this card, right? So we want to create this movement of supporting local businesses. That was pretty easy to do because it didn't cost them anything to join besides the discount that they give people. But if I had to cold call people and sell them funnels, websites, ads, content, like I would transition from this right here. I transitioned into SMMA, social media marketing agency. And then from there, closed that down locally and started building funnels online. So if I had to cold call people to sell funnels, it would be a lot of rejection, right? It would be a lot of let me go back here. We don't have to keep looking at my face and my card. It would be a lot of rejection, a lot of convincing people, and that's why I love DM closing more, because you get people coming to you instead of um, you know basically interrupting their day and trying to convince them to work with you. So feels desperate, time consuming. I don't recommend cold calling. Cold emailing, though, is a little bit better. I would give it a 7 out of 10, right? So not perfect by any means. But when done right, you can do a sniper approach. So you could sniper personalize. By the way, after we do 30 of these, I'm going to give you the 3 ways to getting your first clients in the fastest way possible, right? So it's going to be like, first we go through all of them so you can understand the difference between them, and then we'll give you the 3 best ones. So if you sniper personalize, meaning you say, hey, Gusten, I saw your YouTube video. I love the videos that you're creating about, let's say funnels, for example, or info products. I love the videos that you're creating about info products. And you complement something specifically that I'm doing, and then you offer something value, right? That's a great way to connect. And it's cold email, but it's sniper specific. So it's not just blast, copy paste, like everybody, let me find all the emails and just send out the same stuff. Like, hey, a lot of video editors message me and say, hey, I saw your videos, great content, but I would love to fix your editing. What is fix your editing? What is, what specific outcome are you going to do? Can I see some examples? How much is it? Like all these questions. And so if, when someone says, hey, I would love to make your videos more engaging so you have better watch time and in your brand style specifically. And by the way, I'm happy to do the first one for free, right? That's an easy yes, let's do it. So cold emailing work, 7 out of 10. Direct messaging on social media, a little bit better, right? Social media, I look at both how well it works, but also how easy and affordable it is to do for people, right? So time consuming, how hard is it to do? How well does it work? It's an 8 out of 10 because when you offer something for free, it makes it easy and you stand out in the inbox from everyone else having the same sort of like outreach message. And then next one, I'm walking into physical stores. I saw someone did this. They were selling high level the software, and they would walk into stores and they would say, hey, we can set up a website for you that takes care of all the missed calls. We'll set up an AI tool that will respond to all the people that are trying to call you. It's called missed call text back. And they were able to get some clients, at least one I saw, but it's a numbers game. So it's annoying, it's disruptive, meaning like you come in to a store almost like you're looking to buy something, but instead you're selling something. So it's a little bit of like bait and switch. At least it can be perceived that way by the business owner. But if you're really kind, if you have great energy, if you're looking to serve them, just show them what's possible, and you work with local businesses, sure, right? You could try it out. I wouldn't recommend it. I put a 2 out of 10. It's annoying. If I have a store, I wouldn't want people just walking in and asking to, book a meeting. That being said, if you have something super valuable, you can also come from the place of like, I need to show you this because I know how much it can help you, right? So that can remove some of the mindset around sales. But still, walking into physical stores, it's very time consuming, right? So very time consuming compared to messaging people. So still a 2 out of 10. Physical mail is even better than walking into stores because it works because almost nobody's doing it. It's expensive, so it's not a 7 out of 10. It's not an 8 out of 10. You still have to create something, send it to people. But I've seen marketers use this physical mail. Yes, I know it's, shocking, but some people are doing it. And it works not as well as social media content, but still, gets their attention because not a lot of people are doing that. Door knocking, walking like in, like not in stores, but to people's homes, trying to sell B2B services. I would recommend it. Nobody likes a door-to-door salesman. Please don't. Just don't do it. One. The reason I'm adding it in here is because we're doing ranking like 1 to 10, and I'm going over all the 30 plus strategies to getting clients. So out of these, which one would you prefer to do first? Which one are you either already doing, or which one do you think would work best for you? Just put one of them below. Could be cold calling, could be cold emailing, direct messaging people, maybe physical mail. Let me know in the chat which one. Email. Okay. I think emailing. I may do this one maybe. Okay. Emailing. Okay. So a lot of you are saying email. It works if you, again, hyper specialize, sniper, like find the exact person you want to work with from like YouTube or LinkedIn or Instagram, and have something specific, like a reason why you're reaching out, and make it like zero risk, zero effort, zero risk. So when I did some emailing, I've done some emailing to, it's actually a module in Funnels University. You'll see under cold email. And we tried this for a little bit. I think it worked mostly because of the clients that I have, because I was able to say, hey, I'll work with these people and we can build your funnel looking to partner with people. And I'm not going to charge you anything up front. We only get paid once you get paid. I got so many leads from that. So many leads, I had to turn it off. The campaign that we did, I had to turn it off because I had too many leads. So I didn't close anyone from cold emailing. I have closed people from warm emails, right? People already know me, they reach out. Without a sales call, I've closed people in emails. Sometimes I direct them from an email to my DMs as well, but I've also closed people in emails. All right, next one, content. So we have prospecting, we have content. So first one is written social media content. This is probably the easiest one to do for anyone starting out. I don't know how more people are not doing this. Every single day you should post at least once. It can be something this short, like a couple of lines. This is a 10 out of 10. So Facebook post, X, LinkedIn, wherever you're active. You can also just copy it over. You make one post, you copy it into an email or into a community or something, or to all the platforms. We could also add threads. It's easy to do, easy to consume, inbound clients that are ready to buy. Okay, you can even do Instagram carousels with just text. So like there's no excuses of time, I don't know what to post. Like we have AI giving you ideas. what to post as well. We have content or trainings in Funnels University, what to post. 10 out of 10. Blogs. SEO optimized articles that rank, nurture, and convert to clicks. I would say it's a 6 out of 10. It's easy to do with AI, right? It's hard to rank on Google though. And so I would say it's not worth it because you don't get enough eyeballs. Not enough people will read it and then reach out to you. Therefore, it's not going to lead to clients. Therefore, it's a 6. Don't do anything that's under a 7 or 8, right? Preferably just do things that are above 9, and then you'll get clients faster. Email newsletters, value emails with invitations to become clients. So it is an 8 out of 10, something that I recommend for all of you. Again, we're going to cover when it makes sense to do this as well. But email newsletters are great assets because you own the audience. You can message people, send out an email with one click, reach thousands of people within minutes. You'll see like 100 people opened, 500 people, 1,000 people opened this email and read it. So you get their attention immediately. It's easy to reach people. Takes work to build up the list though. That's why it's an 8. It's not a 9. It's not a 10 because if I need a client in 30 days and I'm starting out as a beginner, it's going to take a while to create the content and the lead magnets and the newsletter so that people want to join it. And also convince people, subconsciously convincing them, not directly, but indirectly, that it's worth being on my email list. That takes a while to do. Just being real. Takes a while to build authority, credibility. You do that by working with more clients and creating more projects. Then you go into new email newsletters. All right, short form videos, 9. So TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. This is obviously the future. Short form videos, people's attention spans is just getting shorter. And so we need to create videos that have a great hook, a great body, and outro or call to action. So hook, story, offer is kind of the Russell Brunson framework. Hook, story, offer. And when you do this, the social media algorithms will find you the right people. It's kind of like ads right now. Anyone running ads? If you're running ads, you've noticed that with the Andromeda update, they've changed the focus from targeting to creative. Obviously, you needed both in the past. You needed to know who you're targeting, but also something great that captures their attention, converts them into clicks and customers. Right now, it's all creative. So you just create a campaign. You can target countries and interest-based a little bit if you want to, but it's more like, hey, let's just put this out there. The creative will do the targeting. The algorithms will look at it, find the people, and it'll find the right people. Same thing with short form videos. It'll find the right people. It'll find your people, your humor, your personality, your skills, your passion. And it's a great way to build your audience. It's a 9 though, not a 10, because it's not a first priority. When you're starting a business, I wouldn't say the first thing that you do is create short form videos. If you're a coach, it should be pretty high up there, right? But even then you would want like an offer, you would want to have all the fundamentals in place first, even written content first. Long form YouTube videos, tutorials, training stories, news, etc. 9.5. It's great. It's an amazing, like it should be 10, it should be 11 out of 10. That's how good YouTube is. But it's time consuming. I've even taken a little bit of a break from YouTube because we optimized multiple low ticket offers, hundreds of ad creatives, and updating our products, our funnel templates, our programs, like all the things that we're working on, even stuff like this that you're seeing now. And this is just like tip of the iceberg of what I've been working on. But YouTube takes a while to master. So evergreen content sell for 24/7 builds trust fast. When people watch YouTube videos and they binge watch your content, they're gonna start falling in love with you and they're gonna reach out wanting to work with you. They don't need a sales call because the YouTube videos are sales people, essentially. Every video is a salesperson selling for you. 9 out of 5, great, amazing long term. Don't start as a beginner with YouTube. PR, public relations. So featured articles, TV shows, some podcasts will interview you for money. It's a 3 out of 10. I'll be honest, it's pay to play if you want to be featured on Forbes, Time magazine, not Time magazine, but like all these like what are they called? I don't know about Success Magazine. 99% of the PR stuff, like it's pay to play. You pay enough money, you get featured anywhere. There are podcasts that will charge you 10,000, 25,000 to be featured. Like they'll host you, they'll make you look good. It's pay to play in the PR space. So I wouldn't recommend it to getting clients at first. I don't do it. I don't pay for PR, but a lot of people recommend it once you're more established. Billboards and newspapers, this is the old school way, obviously. You know, I would say it's a 4 out of 10, just because if you're working with some specific like local business again, it could get you some results, but it's expensive. Like it costs a lot it's funny that I'm the online guy and I have billboards and newspapers in a PDF about getting clients. All I'm saying is when everyone else moves away from something, you could do the opposite. Like even when everyone is talking about AI, you'll see my shift into just being more real, creating more community, product focused, just trying to compete on product, on goodwill. It's because everyone else is trying to automate and AI-ify. Everyone wants to like outsource connection. I'm like, I want to do the opposite. I want to scale connection. That's why I let people message me on WhatsApp, is because that's the most like personal connection I can have with a client or prospect. So don't do it. Don't do billboards and newspapers. I don't think anyone would. Some of you though might be like, you may have a podcast or maybe you've tried it in the past, or you have questions around whether that's worth like considering. I would say it's a 6 out of 10. So great for a few people who are like very natural, like podcast extroverts, great on camera. It just comes natural to them, but it's not worth it for most people because of the time that it takes to build a podcast. Think about the topics. I remember Sam Ovens, the founder of consulting.com back in the day, now founder of School. Sam Ovens said when he scaled school.com, he wanted to have a podcast so people could see more behind the scenes. But even that took too much focus from him because his mission was developing School. And he would sit in developer meetings thinking about what to talk about on the podcast, things that he said on the podcast that he could have said better. All these like things about podcasting that had nothing to do with the product of School. And so don't do podcasting if you want to get clients. It's not the best, it's not the fastest way to do it. It's not the most efficient use of your time. And then we have digital products sold organically via content. That's why it's under content. A digital product is media, it's content. I would say it's a 9, delivers a quick win, right? So when people buy a digital product, they get a quick win. If you sell funnel templates, or if you give one away, if you give away a funnel template, gets them a quick win, gets them started, gets them clarity on the funnel pages that they need, builds trust because you're the creator of the funnel template. It pre-sells people on the next step. Maybe they want to hire you to customize it. Makes you the authority because you have an offer, you have your own products. It positions you as the expert. You get inbound clients. But the reason it's not a 10 is because it takes work to get off the ground. We have AI now to brainstorm, so you can co-create. I call it co-create or AI powered, not AI outsourced. You don't want AI garbage products that you haven't had any input in. You want a combination and accelerate an extension of your mind with AI to extract more information, to synthesize it and package it so it's better or easier to consume for people. And it'll save you a lot of time by using AI. Can also be free lead magnets. So this is where you can use digital product giveaway as a lead magnet to get people on your email list. The reason it's a 9 is because I wouldn't recommend it day 1, but I would recommend it maybe day 90, right? Day 180, day 360. And I like bundles that wow people because they buy something, it's $27, and then they look at it, they're like, wow, this is awesome. It gets me a lot of clients on the back end because of that. So don't underestimate it. Right, so we have prospecting, we have content, and number three, we have referrals. So first kind of referral is a client referral. This is a 10 out of 10, obviously. I mean, you don't have to do much to get the referral. You might have to ask, like, hey, could you know, if you have anyone in mind, feel free to refer them to me and I'll pay you 10%. A lot of clients, in my experience, don't even want anything for it. They just connect you because they're happy with your services. So it means that you have happy clients. And if a client refers you to someone else, there's trust between those. And so there's borrowed trust. You can not only borrow authority by association, but you can also borrow trust through referrals. And so they're easy to close. It's all inbound. You don't have to prospect or chase anyone to get these referrals. So a lot of your focus and attention should be on client satisfaction. How can I make the client that I have as happy as possible? It'll get you more clients. Next one, introductions from family, friends, or other connections. So this would be someone who haven't hired you. They're not a client referral, but they're still a referral. Someone is connecting you. They say, hey, I saw that this guy builds funnels. So, hey, I just wanted to connect you with Gusten because he builds funnels. This is a 9 out of 10. It's something you should obviously focus on, but it comes more from people outside of your control, like your client, your connections on social media. It could be family, friends. 9 out of 10. Trust is already built. Take some closing to finalize the deal because it's not like I hired this person, I recommend them. It's just, hey, I wanted to connect the two of you. Renewals, 10. So you already have clients, easy to renew if they're happy. Upsells, 10. Sell more stuff. Trust is already built in. No prospecting need. You don't have to go and find new people. Just sell more to the same clients. So renewals would be the same thing over and over, like optimization, management. Upsells would be the next funnel. Could be other complementary services to the thing that you sold. Consulting, CRO. Yeah, no prospecting needed, just the right offer at the right time. Then we have paid ads. So far we have prospecting, we have content referrals, and then paid ads. Paid ads is disruptive inbound. So disrupting meaning people are scrolling, you show an ad. The intention isn't to be on social media to buy, but you interrupt them with marketing and hooks to get their attention. And then if you're good at what you do, you can convert them into a customer, upsell them into or ascend them into a client. No sales call needed. First version of this would be low ticket product ascension. So digital products to high ticket through paid ads. I would say this is a 9 out of 10. The only reason why is because you need some ad spend like budget, and then you need some experience also. So I wouldn't say it's day one. This is one of those like YouTube and paid ads with low ticket ascension. Both are amazing, but also require a lot of focus. Just like I mentioned, I have been like so obsessed with ads and low ticket offers that I haven't focused much on YouTube. Now, going into the next 90 days or so, I'm going to focus more on YouTube again because we have a system now with the low ticket offers. So don't do that first, but once you start making some money, you can take some of that. I would say focus, a few consistent months of like 2 to 4 clients per month. 4 clients at 5K per month would be 20,000. So when you do that, you could easily put 5,000 into Facebook ads with your own offers and just get more buyers that turn into clients on the back end. So 9 out of 10. VSL to book a call. So this is when you run ads to a VSL to book a call. So they can opt in to watch a free training or free case study, or you can just put the VSL on a website, like a portfolio page. 7, I would say this is a 7 out of 10, so I wouldn't recommend it. But if you just want to start getting like meetings, this would be booking calls. So again, I wouldn't recommend it. These are cold, like people who have never heard of you. Some will close, but it's more of like a numbers game in terms of how many people you need to talk to. Some people like, what's a funnel? Just wanted to book a call. Some people like, I love what you do. I'm 100% in. Some people have the budget, some people don't. So it's more of a numbers game. Requires a lot of skill to make work though with ads. Authority, the VSL, all of this takes a lot of time compared to doing content and outreach. That's why it's a 7. Website to book a call. So the traditional like portfolio page, no VSL. So no video, just a landing page with your projects, your examples, like your credibility about you, what you do. Run ads to that. And again, this would be booking calls. So 6 out of 10. A lot less qualified leads because they didn't have to watch a video or anything. More volume though, more prospects. Virtual events, usually 3-day, 5-day events or challenges. I would say this is a 5 out of 10. It's hard getting people to show up live. Requires a lot of authority. Expensive because you need money for the ads. And if you actually like know how to do this, this could get you a lot of clients at bulk, right? But a lot of people can't take on like 10 clients today. Even if they paid 5K each, that would be 50,000, but it's 10 projects that you need to finish in like 2 weeks. So a lot of people don't have that infrastructure. It's 5. Okay, next one, networking. So now we have prospecting, we have content, referrals, and we have paid ads. The final one is networking. So in-person mastermind, should you go to in-person masterminds, like smaller groups, and try to get clients from there? I'm not saying like hosting them, going to masterminds. I would say it's an 8 out of 10, but and that's because like you learn a lot at the masterminds. You spend a lot of time because it's smaller masterminds. You build relationships with all these people. But you're not there to like sell people. You're there to learn, to connect, to network. And it's not something that I would focus on when you're starting out because you need proof of concept, right? You don't need just more connections. Same thing with conferences, like bigger events. So I used to go to Funnel Hacking Live back in the day. And now I go to high levels like Level Up Summit, SaaSpreneur. It's great. I talk to a lot of people. I'm also a little bit more established than like a beginner starting out. So I would recommend this later or for other reasons, not to get clients. These are client getting systems. But if you go to conferences, you could go to like, let's say you work with coaches. As a funnel builder and expert, you could go to conferences for coaches and be like their like marketing person, the funnel person that handles all their funnels. That's a different story, right? You could also go to the high level events and be the one who's managing like all the tech for them, the pocket CMO, right? Again, 8, it's great. There's a lot of trust, allows you to network with people and understand them better, see what they're struggling with, and then you can continue the relationship online, right? Because once you've met them in person, you've built that like initial trust. 8 out of 10. Next one, local chamber of commerce. Who's ever been to like local chamber of commerce meetups? I was back back here. This was like 2016, maybe. Could have been 2017. Um, but I was no, it was 2000. It could be 2015 as well. Anyways, I went to some of them, and I think I got at least 2 clients here. Um, But these people needed more websites, not so much like an online sales funnel. 6 out of 10 depends on the offer and the niche. Again, if you're working with local businesses, sure. I don't recommend it for like online businesses. Could help you get like a free client, proof of concept. Let's say you want to get started, you want to work with someone and build your portfolio. You can take pictures, post about it, share your journey, just document everything that you're doing. So that builds a little bit of social proof that you're serious, you're actually doing this. 6 out of 10. That's how much of my focus I would put on it. Communities, 8 out of 10. So create your own online community where people can gather and connect over a specific topic, automatically become the authority. So when people come together about like funnels or scaling a business, building freedom through online businesses, you become the authority because you're the host of the party. Like everyone's hanging out and talking about this thing, and who created this? Who's the host? Well, the expert, right? So it's great. I would wait for a little bit of consistency. So I'm first getting clients through content and inbound and all that. Then I'm adding communities later on. So now let's talk about the top 3 winners for when you're starting out. By the way, it's helpful so far. Let me know if that's helpful so far, and we'll dive into where to focus. 2 stages. So what do you do when you're starting out, and what do you do when you're scaling? Yes, for sure. Yes. Awesome. So helpful so far. Perfect. Top 3 winners, content number one. So written content on social media to show you're real and serious. Helps with inbound, but also, so inbound is when people see it. When you go and add connections, people check out your profile, they see the content, which means they learn more about what you do. You can build trust, you can show them why they should hire you, and then they'll reach out to you being more pre-sold. So inbound is great, but also when doing outbound, people can click your profile to learn more about what you do and who you are. So content is a must, 10 out of 10. Direct messaging, finding more connections and offer a free service to build your case studies, prove your worth. Then using the projects as leverage to get paid clients through content. Again, going back to this, plus upselling the initial free clients. So getting paid from them after you did the first one, mini projects for free, like micro projects. And then number 3, actually, what I would focus on is low ticket ascension, but organically. So the 3 things that I would do if you're a beginner is create your first mini like product. It could just be a funnel template. It could be 5 funnel templates. It could be a bundle of just funnel templates. Have something that you can give away to people, charge $27 for, $37, $7, whatever it is. Just have something that means that, hey, I am doing this. I have multiple ways you can work with me. One is I just do everything for you. One is you can take these templates. So now, even if you just get like one sale per week of $27, it's not a lot. It's just $100. It covers your software of like high level. But what it does is it shows you that you can learn about something, share it with the world, and get paid for it. So your passion can literally become profit by just talking about something that you're learning in Funnels University, synthesizing and making your own. I'm not saying copy like Funnels University. I'm saying take this here, customize this here, add this little bit of like your own flavor, and that becomes your own product. As soon as you know enough and have a small audience of a few hundred people, you can sell a small digital product that helps them get a quick win, which positions you as an authority on the subject. It can be your unique framework, a funnel template here, how to, a template for optimizing your social media profile here, an AI that creates the content here. Boom, it's $27. You can also start by giving away a free lead magnet on the topic to test how many people are interested by posting about it on social media. A great way to do this. I've done this so many times. I'll just show you the post that I made today. Adding this to the DM closing bundle, it's a $27 offer. And this is just a picture like literally here. And you just screenshot this from like Canva. So this is like the cover. But when you do that, you can ask people to comment something specific. Like it could be, hey, I created this. It helps you with this thing. It's perfect for for these people. It's free. Just comment PDF below and I'll send it over. So then you can validate that people actually want the thing. Okay. So do this until you have a consistent flow of 2 to 4 clients per month. And once you're getting paid and you've got enough confidence to start scaling, you can add the next levers to get more clients. So content, direct messaging, and low ticket ascension. Write those 3 down and do them for the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, until you have consistently 2 to 4 clients per month. All right, now here's the next thing, 3 things that I would do once you're scaling, right? So now you have a few clients and you want to scale not just through posting content, but like creating assets that work for you as well. First thing I'll do next is short form videos. So time to grow your audience, add more people to your warm audience. Short form videos are simple to make, don't require much editing. They're authentic, so people trust you way more. Add this to written content, don't replace it. Don't stop posting written content, just add some more short form videos. You can hire a video editor on Fiverr, pay them $10 per video, $20 max, and they'll do some simple editing. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy. Just start posting content. It's more about what you say, not so much the production of it. Next one is long form videos. The biggest asset that you'll ever own is your brand, your personal brand. Now, I understand not everyone wants to be famous, and I actually don't recommend that you become famous. I recommend that you become micro famous. Small niche, very well known. And YouTube videos help you do that because people come back and watch the next one and they binge watch the next one. And if you're talking to one specific person, they'll find value in all the videos. And one example is I have a YouTube video, a free course on YouTube has almost 300,000 views. And it's made me more than 1 year worth of salary in my last 9 to 5 that I had like a decade ago. So very powerful. The reason I don't add this first is because first you need proof of concept. You need something to talk about. So first you do, outreach and content and low ticket to get going. And then you add short form, long form. Like this gets you more like comfortable on camera, repetitions, right? Reps, 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 reps. And then long form assets that live on YouTube forever and sells for you. And then community. Community, you can look at this like a Facebook group. I have a group with like 7,000 people. I have a school group with 6,000 people. These are assets. So people, again, congregate together about funnels in my case. But I also have an email list of like almost 20,000 people. So I have a newsletter, I have a community, I have multiple community groups. And this allows me to broadcast to people. So let's say I have a done for you funnel build special deal. I can send out an email, I can post it in the community, and even to my like everywhere. I can just copy paste the same offer to everywhere, social media, and I can get paid like same day. I did this, maybe you saw the YouTube video. I broke down my post, got me 4 clients, each of them paid 5,000, so that's 20,000 from one post, 4 funnel projects, no sales calls. So all of this led to that. Can you see how all of this led me to having a brand, having a community, having these assets, having like this ability to monetize at the click of a button? Content led me there. Direct messaging led me there. Low ticket ascension led me there. Short form videos, long form videos, community, all of this led me to having this ability of having more clients coming to me. I don't focus on building a personal brand. That is a result of me just trying to share. I love learning. I love talking about what I learn. I love creating and doing and building. And then I love selling what I build to people who want to buy it. That's it. Simple formula for growing a personal brand. That's a result of adding value to people, being helpful. So just as a reminder, you get back what you give into the market. The best way to make $1 million is to try and be helpful in one way or another to 1 million people. Hence why we start one-to-one messaging and then switch over to one-to-many content distribution. All right, so you have a proven plan. Let's get to work. Only thing left is to follow it with daily action and consistency. I'll leave you with this. There's 4 ways to make more from your clients, not 3. First one is deal volume. So get more clients giving you a chance. Deal pricing, get clients to pay you a higher fee. Deal frequency, get clients to pay you more often. And deal duplication, get clients to refer other clients your way. I know Alex Hormozy talks about like 2 ways, which is basically getting more customers and making each of them worth more. Kind of vague. It's true, but kind of vague in terms of like how to actualize it. How do you actually do it and put into practice? Think of it this way. How do you get more clients giving you a chance? So that's why you want to get more feet through the doors, right? So how can I get into more opportunities? This could also be deal opportunities. Deal fees, pricing. The minute that you're ready to increase your prices, when you notice that everyone is saying yes to your $2,500 fees, you can increase it to 3,500. Now you have 90% people saying yes. Some people would even say like you gotta increase it so much until you have like 20% of people saying yes. So 80% of people should say, nah, it's too much. I would say that's a little bit steep. Deal frequency, how frequent are you getting paid by these people, and how many of them are duplicating over to new clients? Get one client, make them happy, see if you can charge them more often, and find more people like them that you can charge once and more often that you can also duplicate into more clients. Here's the hard truth though. The key to mastering any of these is usually leveling up your skills, becoming better at what you do, right? Mastering anything in life is hard. Making this document alone took me a lot of time to make it like perfect. I could have been happy with just like, hey, let's use AI to write this. No, I wrote this because I wanted to go inwards. And that's when we feel alive, when we create, when we push ourselves, when we imagine, when we go deep. And that's what I did. I reversed engineer, wrote all of them down. And then you can use AI to say like, hey, am I missing something? Actually, I could do that now. I could be like, hey, take all of these. First of all, calculate how many they are. So they're actually more than 30. Otherwise, you gotta add some of these in here. But yeah, skill stacking is how you get there. Most people are not gonna focus on stacking their skills because it's a lot of hard work. But I know you will, right? Because you're different. You're here. Different breed, built different. So don't get into analysis paralysis or information overload. Implement it step by step. Clients will notice when you care about them, and then create a rhythm, a schedule of here's what I'm going to do today. Here's what I'm going to focus on this week. Then start chipping away one funnel template at a time, one funnel build at a time, one client project at a time, one sales page to write the copy, one offer to improve, one post at a time. Focus, singular focus, create momentum. And that's where clarity comes from. Not before. You don't wait for clarity to get started. You start doing, then you get into flow state, which creates more clarity. Right? You're not gonna see all of the steps day one. It's foggy, but enjoy the ride. It's worth it. Real quick, we have 5 more minutes. Helpful so far? Just put a 1 in the chat if this is helpful so far. Great. 1. Yes. Yes. 1. Yes. Great. 1, 1, 1. Perfect. Well, I'm glad you're saying that. Probably saying that to make me happy, but I'll take it. That's also a good reason to say 1, to just make me happy because I'll create more stuff for you. All right, so if you look at closing clients, then now we've found more people. Now I have a lot of leads. We have too many leads. Like, how do we close them? Well, if we don't do calls, here's how you're going to close them. It's a 3-step DM closing system. You'll see here, I've talked about connecting, collecting information, and closing the deal. But really, it starts before that with the content. Content is just like content of an email, content of a message, content of a post. It's the content and the context behind the content that makes it valuable. So here's a couple things that you can do to create more content for those of you who don't have a lot of ideas. First thing is small wins. So whether it's you finishing a funnel build, a template, maybe you work with the client, whatever it is, like find a win, a small win, and just post like small wins, a couple wins per week. Maybe you can find one like every other day, you can find some wins. So I'll show you an example. We just finished another funnel template. You can put it into a post like this and say, hey, just finished this. If you need a funnel template or a funnel build for your business, you know where to find me. Like it could be nonchalant as well. Sometimes being nonchalant works really well because it's the opposite to desperation. And desperation kills deals faster than anything else. Life updates. Hey, I'm working on this. Hey, I invested in this in myself. I always like to invest in myself. Yada yada yada. Hey, I learned this. Um, hey, I spent time with my family this weekend. It reminded me about how important it is to focus on your family, your loved ones. Just life updates in general, simple stuff that makes you human. So small wins means progress. People love momentum. They love being a part of people that are obsessed, that are confident. Confidence sells. Life updates, just to see the real human, authentic you behind the business. And project BTS. So this is more like what you're working on. So small win is a positive outcome. Project BTS is more like your thoughts as you're building something. Hey, this is what I'm creating. Like I actually did one of those posts today about the DM closing system. Conversation, connect, collect, close. We have that in the DM closing scripts here. So you probably already read that. In short, actually, I'll show you what it means in a second. Um, Connecting personally, collecting information, closing the deal. And then when you close the deal, here's how you convert them. You pitch the price, right? So I have everything I need. Kind of understand your situation, and we could definitely work together. I would love to help you, and you could have the funnel live in 14 days from now. Great. How much is it? Everything included is 5,000. Copy, design, research, offer, copy, design, tech, everything start to finish, so it's live without you having to lift a finger. Pitch the price, great. Awesome, sounds good. Or if they have any objections, like, can I pay 50% now, 50% later? Send the invoice, feature pays onboarding. So, hey, here's the invoice. Let me know when it's taken care of, and I'll send the onboarding form, and you can fill that out. It's the same like structure. It's always like future pacing, making sure you understand everything that they need, giving them confidence that this is something you do all the time. Asking questions so that they know that you know everything that you need in order to be confident you can take on this project. All of these things are so important. Now, what will differ or differentiate is this stage right here, collecting information, because sometimes they'll be collecting information as well. I'll show you an example. We start with connect. Hey, I saw your post about the funnel. How much do you charge? You say, hey, Michael, nice to connect. Depends a little bit on the project. I would love to hear more about your vision or your offer, your product, your program, whatever it is, so I can give you an exact fee. Great. I'm coaching people on how to buy businesses or flip businesses without having to use their own money, for example. Right now, doing mainly one-on-one coaching, but looking to scale with low ticket offers. That's awesome. I'm happy to help. That's connecting. I don't have too much information. It's just kind of what they've told me. I'm just connecting with them. Hey, I saw, I could also say, hey, and this is genuine, by the way. If I've seen them, if I've connected, if I've friend requested them, if I've seen them in a community, I can be like, hey, I saw they actually launched this thing, or they planning on launching this program. Is this a funnel for that project? Sometimes I'll go to their profile and I'll see this person is working on this, and that. I would say, great. Is this for insert project name? They can say, no, this is for something else. Great. You just enhance, or not enhance, but you move the conversation forward. Okay. Then we go to collect. By the way, do you already have the offer created, or you need some help with that as well? They say, I already have a draft of it, but would love your help on finalizing it. Or I have an idea what to create, but I'd love your take on it. Great. Happy to help. Also, this is something I got recently. Also, we're moving over to high level, so I'd like to hire someone for that as well once the funnel is done. I had someone say like, we're moving over to high level, so I would love to hire someone for the tech in high level to manage all that. Is that something you offer as well? Now, the key here is to not lose the sale of the first thing that they need. So it's kind of like if someone is asking if they're collecting more info, they might say, hey, I also need someone to run my ads for my low ticket offer. Is that something you offer as well? I'd say that's awesome. High level is great. I can definitely help you with that once the funnel is done. And if you just need someone for tech support, I can recommend someone affordable as well. So the key is to just stay focused on the funnel build for now, because the goal is to get one sale, right? One invoice paid. Then we can talk about the other stuff. If they're asking like, do you run traffic as well? Do you run ads as well? I'm like, uh, personally, I don't focus on ads because I like to just get really good at building funnels, but I would happily introduce you to someone running ads. Okay. And if you don't have connections, you can find them in Funnels University in the community. So you can always find someone that you can recommend, but the goal is to just focus on one thing at a time, unless it's like specifically related to the funnel. Like, hey, we're moving over to high level, and I really need someone to set up the tech for me with this funnel. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's what we do. That's why we take care of everything so that you can just focus on everything else, and we take care of the entire funnel build out and the tech so that it's live, it's working. And people love that because you take like the final step, you take it off their plate. It's kind of like if I want to create a YouTube video, but I need an editor. I wouldn't just be happy with filming and having great gear and lighting and audio if the files are just going to sit on a computer. I can only benefit from the video when it's launched. Same thing with the funnel. People only find value in the funnel once it's live and it's converting. They have the offer, they have the text, the visual, the design, the tech, it's all set up. And so the goal is to create the entire thing for them. That's what's so valuable. Great. Let's build the funnel first. And then they might ask like, how much was it again? Or you can say, if they say, great, let's build the funnel first. You can say, moving up to the close. I'll help you understand this by finishing the little dialogue here. So they say, great, let's build the funnel first. Awesome. So for this one, actually, this would be me. So it would be a 4-page funnel from sales page to 2 upsells and 1 confirmation page. I can definitely have that done in 1 to 2 weeks. And then now what you want is you want them to ask the price again. Great. And how much was that again? It's you can be conversational and casual in the way that you type this. So you can say, so it's 5K for everything included, that's offer creation, blah blah blah. Or you can be formal, it's just if that's just how you communicate. It's yeah, if you're just starting out, it could be 2.5. So I'll do 2.5 for example. Or when you're really starting out, it could be 1,000, 1,500, then 2.5, then 3.5. For the sake of the example, we'll just do 3.5. I've sold a lot of projects in DMs at 3.5K. When I was building up like I wanted a mega portfolio, right? Because I wanted like so much proof, so much case studies, so much like positive reinforcement. So I would just like close deals and finish them, close deals, finish them. This is how I made over $1 million just building funnels, not counting my products or coaching. $1 million building funnels. So around 900K of that is DMs, DM closing, and then a few calls here and there. 3.5K for everything, including research, offer creation, copywriting, design, phone graphics, tech, and email sequence if they need that. And then I actually send over another message right after this. No, actually, first I get the confirmation. It's when I send the invoice. Okay, let's do it. Or they might say, that works. Can you send over next steps? Or perfect, what are next steps? These are all like messages I've had. And then before I grab the email, the invoice, I'll just confirm it here. Perfect. What are the next steps? I'll grab the invoice, and then I have a simple onboarding form you can fill out after. So we have everything in one place and don't have to go back and forth. And then from here, I'll grab the invoice, then have a by the way, which company name do you want on the invoice? So I'm not asking like, hey, can I send over the invoice? I'm saying which company name do I want on the invoice? I think that's called like an assuming clause or assertive, assumptive clause. It's kind of like when you go into a store and they say, do you want to pay with cash or card? You assume the clause. I don't like that if it's like manipulative. But in this case, it's more like they already said, okay, they've seen the price. What are the next steps? So they already want to get started. Which company name do you want on the invoice? And then here, they will put company name, LLC, and then I will say, great, here's the Stripe link. And then I paste the invoice. Let me know. This is how I type, by the way. Let me know when it's, or can you confirm when it's taken care of? And I'll drop the onboarding form here. Sometimes if I feel like there's a little bit of not uncertainty, but if there's something like from their end, I feel like this would probably benefit like a kickoff call, not a sales call, not an onboarding form. They will still fill out the form. But if I feel like it's better to do a call to just, number one, for me to just build a better funnel, I want to understand them more. I can suggest that here as well. By the way, we can also do a kickoff call afterwards if you want to go over your offer together. So that's kind of just like an open-ended, like here's the Stripe link, but the focus is on the kickoff call. This is future pacing. So future pacing is pitch the price sending us future pace onboarding. We're already working together by this point. So now they're not gonna back out. I don't know why this is so simple, but it works really well. Maybe those two have something like in common. Simple sells and complexity kills. Or do kickoff call. So now after this, They might say, awesome, invoice paid, or they might say, can you email the invoice to me as well? Here's my email. And then I will just grab the email, send it to them, and say done. And the email would just be, hey, name, here's the invoice for the custom funnel build. Excited to work together on this project. It's just like the same as the DM. Here's the invoice for the custom funnel build. Excited to work together on this project. Let me know what's taken care of. I'll send the onboarding form. Sometimes I'll even include the onboarding form. Here's the invoice for the custom funnel build, and here's the onboarding form. Once, and here's the onboarding form afterwards. So I'm kind of like alluding to, first we're going to cover the invoice, then here's the onboarding form, and I'll link it. Excited to work together on this project. Let me know if you have any questions. Happy to help. And if I did close with a message, like we can also do a kickoff call afterwards if you want to, especially if I've included an offer creation. Like if we're going to create your offer, sometimes I want to do a call, like kickoff call for clarity, just to have an easier time building the funnel. Let me know if you have any questions, happy to help. We can also, or I could say, again, happy to do a kickoff call for your offer if you want to map it out together. Just let me know. All right. So there we go. That's how I've closed hundreds of deals. Close to $1 million. Could be above, but I know it's around like $1 million, and that includes like 90+% DM closing, and the rest has been a few Zoom calls. All right, good call, if I may say so myself. Hopefully it's been valuable. Hopefully you had a few epiphanies, a few aha moments. What was your biggest takeaway? Let me know in the comments. What was the one thing that you were like, this is what I'm going to do?